Welcome back to Sampstra Games, the place to find new strategy games. And today we're going to play Sandwalkers, the 14th Caravan. This is a prologue to a game called Sandwalkers that we're going to check out today. This is a trading game, it has turn-based combat, and it's really cool. We're going to be moving around the caravan. So let us begin.
It's the big day, Maka. In the name of the Council of Caste, I hereby name you our 14th Caravan. Tetos Aseko Vrei and Bankas, you now carry with you the hopes of the Maka. May Umama guide you, Kukva Magabi. Well, that said, you will take this with you, a present from the Council. No, not for you. Put your hands away. It's for the inhabitants of Yaya. Please pass on the kindest wishes of the Maka tribe to the Terrassa tribe. If you get that far, that will already be a great help. No, still put your hands away. I am gonna give it to your leader. Because I know you want it, Bankas. You're not gonna get it. The echo of birdsong on the mossy leaf-covered walls of moving shadows protected us from the pity for time immemorial. Only caravaneers and the mad would leave the bark of Lekavasi. Alright, so first thing we gotta go to these. So first of all, we can go to the merchant, but we don't care about that. We're gonna go to the pharmacy, hotel, or an orchard, which is gonna give us supplies. This is very important because supplies will allow you to survive. Now, these are our people. I'm gonna name them after my patron. So this first one is going to be Vas. This one is going to be Donald, Rudy, and Zemkat. And let's leave.
Unlike tales of past caravans, there was no guard of honor, no ovation, no sacrifice or blessing beyond the usual words. The counselor came alone, by obligation. The 14th Caravan, with just a teller, a botanist, a protector, and an aneromancer, left for the Fithi in total anonymity. We felt as though we were the last. Some would say that we were the first.
Ooh. No one knows about us. So we're supposed to go to Yaya. But we ain't gonna do that. Why are we not doing it? Because no one tells us what to do. Also in my test game, I felt like I've gone through the whole map and I still couldn't find where Yaya is. So if you find it, great. Don't think we'll find it. Alright, so here we're gonna move to different areas. Now as you're moving, you're paying supplies, so you can see your supplies up here, but sometimes in certain places you can actually gain supplies. So if you find like a special hex, you might be able to gain some stuff. Also, your characters typically have some interesting abilities. For example, we can go here to check this, your passive abilities. So for example, here we have this herbalist where some plants become edible for small amount of supplies if you find something some sort of a big plant. Okay, so here we're gonna jump into our very first combat. So let's attack this person. So if you know me, you know I love combat. All right, look at our people. Oh, look at Donald here with his little... Is it ukulele? I don't know what that is. I apologize, I had to leave, but I'm back in the business. Where we left off was we were in combat. I was trying to tell you things that I can do. So I could do a persuasion, which hit does damage and impairs the enemy, so damage dealt is reduced. I can do a trick, which does damage and it stuns the enemy if he's about to apply a debuff. So you can right click on an enemy and to see his types of attack. And the throwing knife, for example, gives me... Oh, actually both of these give me a negative effect. So I think we might be able to actually do some stuff. So let's try this pure trick on him. Because he was about to give me... Yeah, he's stunned. Amazing. Now, these attacks have cooldown. So we can, for example, see it on the right bottom. There's a 2 and then the sort of hour symbol. So that means that it's going to be stuff. We're going to play this 2 physical and impaired to make these guys impaired. Now, Vas over here in the back is actually super important because he has this amazing ability
called Raise Shield, which gives him 9 shield and another person 9 shield and makes all the enemy hit that other person. So we're gonna put this on this guy who has 43 shield now, and that means that everybody's gonna be attacking him. And with my beautiful, I think that's Rudy, we're gonna do Death Pulse. Ooh, if the attack kills the target, you steal a memory. So in the full game, if you manage to kill somebody, you will be able to, if you gain this kind of like a memory, you can use it to sort of unlock some new items or something like that, I believe. So it's actually, so it's a really cool thing. So the parley is interesting because I can make an enemy lose shield. So if an enemy had a really high shield, you would want to use this parley to lower it from them. I can also do lethargic enemy, which will steal their speed and apply poison. So let's do it on this guy. Give him some poison. Oh, it actually increases his shield. Interesting. So I must have some kind of an ability that will increase his shield based on... Ooh, we're gonna put this on Vas here, and this will... Ooh, I love that grass is gonna block an enemy attack. That is so cool. Seems like grass like this is really powerful in certain games. Ooh, I shouldn't have used that, because that gives me a bonus if killing an enemy, and I should have waited for next one so that it can kill an enemy, but that's okay. So I'm actually not gonna kill this guy. I'm gonna let Vas do it next turn. Alright, let's... okay, fine. Zemka did that. I didn't mean for Zemka to get the kill, but I guess that's what happened. Vigilant Guards gives protection. Protection... ooh, damage from the next attack received are taken by the allied protector. So I could protect, for example, this person, or actually this one, because there is healing in this game, but it's not like the easiest to get by. So if someone tries to hit Zemka, Rudy here will take the damage instead. Alright, let's try to kill some people, because otherwise we'll keep getting hit. Alright, I can heal... Ooh. Zemkat could heal herself, but I think we're actually gonna let her deal damage instead. Because I think we gotta get this thing going. Ooh, we're almost out of shield on Rudy, so we gotta be a little bit careful about that. Let's just start dealing a lot of damage to people so that we can get this thing going. He has this thing where he increased shield by 2 every time he gets attacked, so we gotta do like a lot of damage to him and really start to get things going, otherwise we won't be able to actually hit him. So for example, the 2 damage on him is kind of pointless. So I am going to... No, I can only attack the one in the front, and it will keep increasing his shield. So I'm going to increase the constitution of one of my allies, so of Rudy over there. Right. Can't do raise shield anymore, it's blocked, so we'll just do a shield bash. And we should be able to kill this person. And we'll use the death pulse so that... Oh, I didn't do enough damage! I was so excited we'll get that memory, but we're like, nah. No memory for you. Now this point, because there's no one in the front, the ability of Zemkat will apply to the people in the back, which is pretty cool. And we gotta start protecting Vas over here, because he does not have any more shield. So we want to be a little bit careful on this. Alright, enemy stunned, that's great, so we'll be able to do some damage. And we'll start healing, but we'll heal Vas a little bit as well. And give him some shield also. And let's start hitting the enemy down. He consistently has 2 shields, so we can only attack him if he can do more than 2 damage, but this is actually a pretty tough fight. In my test game I had a lot easier fight on the first turn, but that's okay. I mean, we can still win this. Steals 50% of chosen target shield, so let's do that. And now we should be able to do with Vas, to do the big attack with the 6 damage. And it will kill him, which means we will be able to steal his memory. So we gain crystal culture. Ideas that help the quasi-crystal librarians refine their catalyst crystal. And then we could use it, but not now, only in the full game. Now there's also a lot of different quests in the game. You can have, like, for example, I got a character that I needed to protect and then essentially got a new character for myself. Ooh, Geomancy +1. Also, you can click here to see your caravan info, and you can, so memory, unlock new elements for future runs. You can manage positions, so you can determine where who is supposed to stand. And you can also, actually we don't want that. You can also get info here about their intuition. This will determine their shield. Charisma, which is like for social interactions. Constitution is health, and agility is speed. And then here you have total health and shield, and here you have fire resistance, armor, wind resistance, water resistance, and honorary resistance. So you want to be watching out for the different types of damage. Right. We got a Geomancy. Oh yeah, this is a memory, so we can't really do anything with them. And there are some items, but you can't equip them or anything like that. So we are good. And here you can see your list of quests. We currently have only one quest, and that's go to Yaya. And now we gotta be careful about our supplies. Currently we have enough, but we can lose them pretty quickly. Oh, the crystal statue seems to watch us with sadness from its distant time, as if feeling pity for a strange and terrible present. We can collect crystal spheres or extract reminiscence. So let's collect crystal spheres. We polished some crystals so that we could take them with us. So we should be able to, I think, sell that or something. And I'm trying to get a lot of... Ooh, let's go to a quest. Ooh. We ended up face to face with a vagabond bearing ill-fitting and extremely worn clothes. The traveler held an object far more valuable than someone with such an appearance should have, and begged for us to take it. Yeah, we're gonna protect him from pirates, because if you're gonna gain a new character, you can only have 4 at a time, I believe, so we can skip them around. It's just gonna be useful if someone gets injured or something like that, because then we're gonna be able to protect our people. Okay, we're gonna start with the pure damage on people. I'm gonna right click just to see what he can do. I need to find someone that oh yeah, this guy looks like he's applying a debuff, so... Oh no, he wasn't. Oops. Oh well. Let's deal 2 physical damage and impair the people in the front so they do less damage to us as always. I'm gonna make sure that I give Vas here 45 shield. And then Vas is going to start with... Vas actually has a mass nightmare, which does mental weakness to everybody, and it does damage. And any damage that they take is increased. Unfortunately, because Vas is the last person for us in our turn, I don't know how well the mental weakness is going to be effective, because it's going to disappear upon next turn. But we should be able to at least a little bit affect it. Yeah, like, yeah, for example, we can straight up kill this one, so that went well. I love that we killed him with music. Like, we have a lot of attacks, but the actual kill comes from music. We're gonna keep impairing people. I think that's the best way to go. Okay, so Rudy here is Vas here is out of shield. Let's try to make the enemy dizzy. Like, we can straight up kill him. See, it's a lot easier to fight this time around. Like, the first one was apparently really difficult. Applies armor to an ally of your choice. This ally regenerates some shield, so let's give that ourselves, because they seem to like to hit Vas, so we want to make sure that Vas is safe from any... Ooh, he blocked that? Man, that was rough. Well, let's do 3 physical. Ooh, nice. Ooh, did you see how he froze? That was so cool. Alright, we broke his shield. And let's use Trick. So we stunned him. So now we should be able to destroy him easily. I'm actually gonna take the time to heal one of my characters instead, because I should have enough time to drop him, I believe. Especially if I can give myself extra shield so he has to hit my guy. He should be more than fine. I've gotta say, like, Vas and Donald have really, really good damage. And it's kind of strange because Donald looks like a bard, but he can actually do a lot of really strong attacks, which is very cool. So now we have a new character, so here in the tab, we can manage the position, so we can decide, so we can right click on him. Or you know what, we can put him over here. And we can see his info. So his intuition is 2. He has 10 shield. What are his abilities? So here you can see he doesn't have any equipment. He has some traits, so which is currently a work in progress, so we can't see much there. But he does have some interesting attacks. So fire arrow, 5 damage, that's pretty high. And doubles the damage if the target has shield. Oh, so that's great. Half moon arrows deals physical damage and applies a leech. Gust deals 6 air damage to the target in the front, also hits the enemy at the back if the attack kills the initial target. And Seratit Shitin deals 4 damage. So he's a really good attacker, so I think we want to switch him for... I think I'll switch him for my healer, which is a bit of a strange tactic, but because our healer, Zemka, she can only attack... she can only heal like essentially once during the combat, max twice. I feel like we're better off without her, and then if we get people who are really injured, then we can always get her back in one combat and use essentially that combat to heal ourselves up. But right now I just don't think she is, you know, holding her own as much as the other people. Oh, look at this. We got 38 food from that. So, okay, there's a bug here which we can eat. It's not even a fight, you can just straight up eat it. So we have a lot of supplies. Do we get an extra ability here? Create sonnets when meeting non-Mukka people. I think this is new. I think we didn't have that before. Our new person is a poet, apparently. Ooh, look at this. Is it Yaya? We found Yaya! The inhabitants were waiting for us, but they did not expect such a gift. Impressed, they leaned towards us, then announced that they would help us. They spoke of Silt Pit, a rare form of terrain where 3 cities could take root. We could not have hoped for a better instruction for the next part of our journey. They also spoke of ruins recently uncovered by the wind that reminded them of the Mukka tribe, which awoke our curiosity. The inhabitants stared at us strangely. It was impossible to say if we truly looked like the caravans of the past. So we can get healed. In the apothecary, we can go to the council to get supplies, get some food, and we could go to the merchant where we could maybe... Oh, we could get... Maybe this is an incurve shape that shorten distances. I was wondering if this is an equipment that I can equip, but it costs 150 gold, and I certainly don't have enough to pay for that, so... Not really gonna make a difference. Another thing, by the way, I just want to show it to you before we finish this episode. Ooh, there's a big boss fight. Nice. Here, you can click on things and activate the item. So with the water, we can't currently do anything. But for example, I had meat, and you can click on it, and it will turn it into supplies. Okay, but we're going to end the episode here. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, write down in the comments, and you can click on the right to watch some other game that we play on this channel. See you there. Bye bye.